Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Indiana Airguns. Today on the channel, I figured we put the 22 Avenger up against the Avenge X in 25. Now, I'm going to go over some things that I like about these rifles. I'm going to go over some of the things that I don't like about these rifles. We're going to shoot a couple groups for each. Hopefully, we keep the video short, and we're out of there till next time. The elephant in the room. I know I haven't been posting for like 10 days or something like that. And Painted Prepper, no, to answer your question, I haven't been recording. I have been extremely busy. You know, we got Christmas and stuff coming up here soon. And I'm trying to do everything to make sure that my family is taken care of. Sometimes that doesn't involve me getting time to myself and sitting down with you guys and doing whatever, you know, challenges, shooting groups, just hanging out, talking, giving my opinion, you know, things like that. So for that, I do apologize. I remember when I hurt my back, I said I would never do you guys like that again. And I kind of lied on that. So I do need to apologize. I am a man, and when I've done wrong, I can definitely admit to it, you know? So to keep things short, we're going to go ahead and start on the Avenger in 22. What I don't like, this rifle is a leaker. I don't like that. I've had to tighten up the bolts on this rifle several times, mainly around the optic area. The gun is extremely heavy, even without the bipod or the sight. This does not come with iron sights. Most bullpups don't. Not really a knock on the gun. It's just something that, you know, if you had to use it in a situation where you couldn't use the scope, say you dropped the rifle fell out of the tree stand in a tree or something, or, you know, your sling got disconnected or whatever the case may be, you would not be able to use this rifle at range. I'm sure you could probably still get some things done, probably maybe within 10 to 15, 20, maybe. But you'd have a rough time, believe me. Other than that, there's really not too much to like. What I do like, I love the adjustability of the gun. You know, of course, it's been around for ages. There's no need for me to take a deep dive and have a 20-minute conversation, although I could on that. I think Donnie is a nice addition. I don't really think Donnie's needed if you're using it in an outside setting, like in the woods or something like that. I don't think Donnie's really needed, but uh, it's nice to keep it quiet, you know. And when silence is a priority, you go see Donnie. It's just the way it is. And yes, there's some other moderators out there. You know, there's some 3D printed stuff out there. I know. I get it, guys. I get it. Again, this is my opinion. So with the Avenger, there's not really much. I mean, I love everything else. You know, on as like a bench gun, this would be the ultimate. And that's kind of the way that this is used. Now my what's the name will be getting more used a lot more in the woods than this. And I don't even know what we're sitting at for air right now. We could be extremely low. Let me see. Oh yeah, we're about 2,200 now. Well, I had this out last night. I was planning on doing this video last night. And of course, I couldn't, you know, I couldn't. I shut down and shot maybe 2 or 3 groups. And then after that, I said, yeah, I just wasn't feeling it, you know, and I'm not going to bring you guys low energy video when I'm really not into it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys bearing with me. Riddick, I owe you a massive thank you, man. I mean, I was at 250 and went to like 287 or something like that overnight. It was just crazy. You know, like I said in that quote in the on the comment section, man. I mean, some of the nicest things people do, they don't have to do, and that gentleman definitely didn't have to do that. You know, and no idea how tickled I was when I woke up and the inbox thing was just full, and it was just subscriber after new subscriber after new subscriber. I was like, geez. I mean, the community is something else, man. I mean, you guys ever since I've been, well, I can't say since I've been shooting because you guys didn't know me then, but ever since I decided to go on YouTube and do what I do, and part of that was because of Riddick, you know, and a lot of us know Charles. If you don't know Charles, you should know Charles of Backyard Planking. And, you know, my channel started out kind of molded after that. It was brought about because of them two, for sure. And then it was kind of like, I wanted to bring my own taste to it. I was watching these videos back and it wasn't really me. I was trying to imitate, or I was trying to be like somebody else instead of just being myself, you know. And as you can see, the earlier videos didn't really have the intro. They didn't have a lot of the things that, because I wasn't being myself. So I decided that, you know, I'm still going to keep them alive in my videos. If you go back and you read that first description, it's a challenge to you guys. I want you to go back and I want you to read that description in the very first video that I ever made, or that I ever posted to YouTube. And that'll explain a lot about why Indiana Airguns is what it is. Uh, All right, guys, let's get a couple groups downrange out of the Avenger 22. Like I said, I'm sitting right around. I'm really off the rig right now, or I will be shortly. And I shouldn't be doing that. I was wondering why the pellets were kind of going all over the place last night. And I was just like, man, you know what? You know, it's been a long day. You're frustrated and you're trying to let's relieve that somewhere else, because this shooting thing right now is just getting me. It was getting me a little more worked up than I wanted to be. And like I said, I just didn't want to bring that to you on camera. So Avenger in 22, bullpup. I call it the Bull Avenger 22. It is windy as all get out there too right now. I'll just throw that out there. We're going to let it do and let you see how it performs afterwards. Then we'll come back and we'll pick up the 25. We are shooting the H&M Barracuda 18s. And for the 25, we'll be shooting the King Exact 25.39, which is a little lighter than the Hades pellet. I'm not going to make any adjustments on the scope or anything for that pellet. I'm just going to pick it up and shoot it. However, I was shooting Crosman 14.3s out of this, I do believe. I jumped to the 18s, and I did make some adjustments last night on the scope. So I'll take that for what it is. Here we go with the first group. And I, before last night, hadn't shot this gun in forever. Like I said, it's a leaker. I don't really get it out much. We'll go top left bull. Dead bull, too. I mean, she's always has been a shooter. You know, I can remember the excitement I got when I took the rifle. I took the wood rifle, the Woodstock Avenger 22 rifle out of the box. I put a scope on it. I put a bipod on it. And the very first shot that I shot was bullseye. I'll never forget that feeling. And it did not change with this Bull Avenger sitting right here. Even though it's a leaker, it's still, with the amount of air that it's able to hold. And like I said, guys, it's not leaking bad enough to where you could, you know, it'll hold air a couple nights in a row. Maybe the third or fourth night you'll see a little bit of a decrease, and then on down from there. But if you're out in the woods and you're hunting with it or something like that, you're not really going to notice it. You're not going to be affected, because you're not going to be out there shooting like Rambo anyway. You're just going to be shooting a pellet every now and then. Or a lot of times when I go, I don't even get a shot, you know. So here we go with shot number 2. I know I'm rambling, and I just want you guys to know the way that I feel about them. I'm not nibs. I can't do a thorough review of both guns and all of that. I can just give you my opinion on what I think. That's all I can do. Shout out goes to Walnut and Steel. Oh, wasn't loaded? Oh, the magazine's not indexing. Well, let's go on to the next one. Hopefully we have better luck. I think that was my fault. I don't think that was any fault of the magazine or the gun. I got in a little hurry here, so Shot number 2. Pellet on pellet. I like. That third shot kind of got away from me a little bit, guys. Shot 4. Man, I'm telling you, for it to be this close to falling off the rig, I mean, it's still hole and hole down there. Oh, now that one. As soon as I say that and give it some praise, I think I just fell off, guys. Excuse me there. Yeah, I might have 5 more in there. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Just know that, and I should have done that. I should have checked the rifle a little bit better before I started the video, but, things happen. This is Indiana Airguns, man. We bring you the real. Let's get 5 down here kind of fast, guys. I feel like time's getting away from me on this video a little bit, and I didn't want to make a 20-minute video, but that's 3. 4. Okay, second group was definitely a lot better than that first one. Let's go ahead and set this down. I think I am going to borrow the fat boy off of it and go ahead and slap that on the 25. Careful not to cross thread, as Johnny BB Gunner would remind us faithfully not to do. Shout out to Johnny BB Good. Wearing out that Texas Star, ain't you? So now we've got the 25, or the Bull Avenger, basically. But it's not. It's the Avenger. It's the Avenger X chambered in 25. Of course, it's the bullpup version. This is the Woodstock version. I wanted that one. If they ever would have came out with the Woodstock version, I would have bought that. I had never have had it on the low setting yet. That is another video coming up. What I don't like about it, this rifle, the stock, for one, they just marred it up. You could tell that these were a fast production, because my stock in certain places has been marred, and it was not none of my fault. The gun, I had to go over and tighten up every screw on it. After I got to about 100 pellets through it, this whole front top, this top rail right here, just came loose. And I was wondering why my groups were messing up, and the daggone thing was just up here rattling away. What else? I think that this is the only one in this configuration that isn't adjustable. I don't think the rear butt pad adjusts like it did on the 22. Okay, I'm getting into a comparison. Let me stop. This isn't really a comparison. This is just my opinion about each of the rifles. What I don't like about it, yeah, other than the stock being marred up and having to go around and make sure everything's tight dang near every time I get it out, it's a little bit, it was starting to become a little bit of a pain. And I'd hate to be out somewhere and I get it out and I go to shit and it's loosened back up or something. It's always on my mind, it's just one of those things. But that's being super nitpicky. I mean, there's really nothing not to like about either one of these rifles. They're both excellent rifles, both very capable of getting the job done, whatever it is you need to do. I would not hesitate to pick up either one of these. These both, the 22 does not like slugs as well. The 25 eats slugs all day. 254, I do believe, and 33.6 grain, dead money all day. I have not cronied them on. I have cronied on the pellet. Have not cronied on the slug. I did. This is no longer factory settings. I did make some adjustments to this gun. I have messed with the hammer spring in and out. It's pushing Hades about 920, which is screaming. I mean, it's doing it quietly and efficiently. I think that's right around that 60 foot-pounds mark. I could be mistaken on that they claim that this gun is capable of. I do know at 45 to 50 foot-pounds, it's also amazing on pellets, on Hades. Uh, it shoots to 25. It's not pellet fussy. It'll chew up. It'll you can put a rock in this thing and have success. And you know that's my line. So let's go ahead and get a couple down range here. I will be single loading this. That is another thing. The magazine, the high capacity magazine, is extremely cheap, flimsy, and I just didn't like it from the beginning. I can appreciate the 15 shots or 13 or whatever it is, but I'd much rather, and I've had better success just single loading anyway. So that's what I tend to do. You know, I find something and I don't stray once it's working too often. You know, I do have curiosity sometimes, and that's where the slugs and things of that nature come into play. This time the slugs were specifically bought for this gun. So let's go ahead and get a couple more down here. See what the Avenge X is up to this morning. Excuse me, guys. Okay, we're going to go to the middle of the target. As soon as I take it off safety. Okay. And for some reason that was low. I don't know why, but we're not going to worry about making an adjustment. Like I said earlier, we're going to keep it right where it falls. And like I said, I'll take you down here when we're done, and you can have a look at the groups, and you make your decision. Would you rather have the Avenge X in 25, or would you rather have the synthetic 22? I don't know what happened there. Right now, it's looking like the 22 is winning. These may be pushing way too fast for this Avenge X. Maybe it's just getting used to the pellet. It's nice to be back shooting with you guys. Really, really is. I'm actually getting ready to go leave now to go handle some business. Uh-oh. I don't know what that is. Maybe 4. We'll call this one 5. Yeah, I'll put them all in one hole except for that one. So I mean, I think that's just because I was shooting the Hades out of this, and the Hades is a little bit lighter. I think the barrel got a little worked into that pellet. I switched the game up and throw something different in there, and I just grabbed these randomly because I'm running low on Hades right now, and I use those for something totally different. So, and these Kings are no joke either. Don't want to really be wasting them either. I do have some JTS in there though that I like as well. So. These are just what happened to be on top. So let's move over to the left of that target and take 5 more. I don't like that, but it is what it is. I don't know when I'll be able to get those crony numbers to you, though. I plan on doing them. I might do them later today or tonight if I have time. Okay, well, they're grouping to that side, so I guess I can't be too mad. And like I said, these things are screaming out of here right now, guys. I don't really know how that's affecting my air or anything yet. I haven't even got that far. You know, I was just when those slugs were happy, I was happy, and then I came back to pellets. I made a minor adjustment, and that was basically all scope. I didn't touch the hammer spring. I left it right where it was at. Well, there's one hole on that one. So not too bad. I mean, I don't want to get hung up on that, but not too bad. Let's go ahead and take a walk down. And again, that was the Avenger bullpup Chamberlain 22. Not really against, but comparison to the 25 cal Avenge X. Let's get you down here and get you a gander of this target, and then we'll get out of here. Thank you guys for stopping by. Indiana Airguns. Really do appreciate it, guys. All right, let's get you down here. Let you guys have a gander at this target. It's already over 20 minutes. I mean, there was nothing really that I could do. This video was going to be long regardless. I mean, I feel like I even thought about to myself, can I do it under 10 minutes? I don't think so. It's just one of them things, you know. Hank's long-winded and, you know. So here we go. We're at the target here. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see, but these top two, let me see if I can see you. These top two here, 1 and 2, where the bullpup in 22 at 35 yards. Got a dime here. Of course, we got this one flyer. There's 4 under a dime right there. And I guarantee if I took my time, just like this next group that you're going to see, it's a dime all day long, guys. So let's aim you down here to the 25 cal, which is, this is kind of difficult because I'm trying to see with you guys and I really can't. Sure, these two right here. And see, got 4 in one hole for a dime. 4 in one hole there. And then if you come back over here, you have 5 in one hole, which is basically a dime as well. So anybody know what these things are? These hard green things. If anybody knows what they are, please leave them down in the comments. The center of it, or the core of it, looks like this. And I haven't been able to bust this yet. I was planning on shooting this with the 25. I got a whole bunch of them. I know where the tree's at. And I seen those the other day. And I said, man, that make an awesome video. But I don't even know what they are. You know, I'm normally familiar with that. I know what the walnuts and stuff, you know, look like and all of that. But those things, I don't really know. Speaking of walnuts, here goes. Squirrel didn't finish his meal. He barely got it started. And I don't know what happened, but put that in our pocket. We'll shoot that later. So I appreciate you guys for stopping by here at Indiana Airguns. And I look forward to bringing you guys more content very shortly. Like I said, I do apologize for the 10, 11, 12-day hiatus or whatever it was. I know it was a pretty long time. And like I said, guys, it's just life, you know. If I could sit, nobody likes to shoot more than me. Believe me when I tell you that. When I'm not shooting, that's all I'm thinking about. So it is what it is. And till the next time, guys, take care. Indiana Airguns.